Hello and welcome to another midnight showing. As always, I'm Kelly and I just got out of Inside Out. Now, I'm going to do something really different this time compared to all my other videos. There is not going to be a spoiler section. Why? Because the final verdict is see this movie immediately and I refuse to spoil any of it for you. That is how good this movie is. Oh, I'll go over a few of its aspects, but I am not going to tell you anything important about this movie. Just the very, very nitbit general premises of this, and just give you an idea of how awesome this movie is. So what is Inside Out about? Well, it's about a girl named Riley, who is in a very, very tough part of her life trying to just grow up, basically. So she grew up originally inside of Minnesota, where she had a nice, happy life with her family until they uprooted everything and moved to San Francisco. And it is just as much crap as you probably think it would. Being that she's only 11, it's really, really hard to get a grasp of what she should do and how she should do it. Luckily, we get an inside look into her mind, in the form of her emotions. Anger, disgust, fear, joy, and sadness. And every single one of these guys is hilarious. But there is only one standout amongst them, and that is Lewis Black as Anger. By God, was that just perfect casting. If you could just let him swear a little bit more, this would just be better. But children's film, I get it. He was still perfect. And that's just basically the movie. It's Riley dealing with everything in her life and her emotions, trying to figure out how she should deal with them. Should she be angry? Should she be happy? Should she be allowed to be sad? It's just one of those things that you don't know how you should feel, and you can actually see these emotions arguing and bickering about how she should feel. It's very interesting, it's unique, it's colorful, and all of them perform it beautifully. Now, this movie is not made for kids. Now, what do I mean by that? It's not mature in the sense, oh, there's a lot of guns, explosions, swear words, boobies hanging out, woo, entourage! No, this movie is mature in the sense that it clearly wasn't written for children. Yes, they're going to have fun with it. There are going to be a lot of bright colors, a lot of really cutesy things that they're going to get, but 90% of what's inside this movie is going to go over their heads. And as they grow up, they're going to be discovering more and more and more about this movie. It really does feel just like Toy Story, which you can turn on today and just realize how dark a story it is. But we love it even more because of it. Now, that's pretty much everything I can say about this movie. The 3D was amazing. The colors, the acting, it's just so beautiful. And it really got me to tear up at points. I don't outright cry. There's only one scene in one movie that's actually made me outright cry. And it does it almost every single time. But to get me to tear up, that is an achievement. And it had me going quite a few times. And the overall message of the movie is so beautifully done. Unlike so many films I have seen this year that just pound their stupid message in your head, this one doesn't even have a line of dialogue while it's telling you it. That's how good this message is and how well it's portrayed. It's all done through visuals and just the emotions smiling or frowning. That is how beautiful this movie is. This is easily one of the best films I have seen all year, and that is saying something considering Mad Max, Kingsman, Spy, Avengers, okay, not Jurassic World, but you get the idea. It's just, I've seen so much good, especially in this last little while. To have Inside Out just come in here and blow my mind is really saying something to how good this movie is. And without further ado, go see this film immediately. Go pay for it in 3D. The 3D was really, really good on this. The field of depth, all the auras of the emotions are like these little glittering things. It just looks so good. And there was nothing that was like thrown in your face. It was just good 3D. I don't know what else to say about this. So, yeah, I'm not going to say anything. If you don't think that it's your cup of tea, I guarantee you are wrong. Go see this film. This reminds you why you liked Pixar. Let's face it, they've made crap before. Cars, Cars 2, Planes, Planes 2, Monsters University, the second half of Wall-E. List keeps going on and on and on and on, guys. But this film reminds you why we love them and why we're willing to give them a pass for the crap they put out. No, this film doesn't just give them a pass for it. It almost justifies that. That's how good Inside Out is. It is easily one of my favorite Pixar films of all time. And it is almost my number one, if not for the fact that I'm just a sucker for superhero antics, and Incredibles will always hold that place in my mind. Just saying. So yes, go see the movie immediately. Don't delay. Take your whole family. It's worth the crowds. It's worth every penny you will spend on this film. So, that's it for me. Did you enjoy the video? Be sure to share it with your friends to see if they enjoy it too. And if you like what you see, hit the subscribe button. Trust me, it really helps me out. And as always, I'm Kelly, and I will see you all next time.